Good morning, Card Muni. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. It's 1988 Topps box bottom card featuring Mike Schmidt. If you remember back in the mid to late 80s, a lot of the baseball companies started putting cards on the bottom of the boxes that you cut out, make part of your collection. There were several. I mean, this one is there. This Topps numbered them by letters. This is letter O out of the collection. It was A through whatever. It's different than his regular standard 1988 Topps card. It was a blue border. In both cases, O-Pee-Chee did the same thing. The O-Pee-Chee looks exactly the same. I think it was a different letter. I don't think they made it all the way up to O for the O-Pee-Chee box bottoms, but don't quote me on that. Collectors will collect just the individual cards, but they will also collect the entire panel and sometimes the empty boxes if they have these cards on the bottom and they're crazed super collectors like me. I do have the panel in addition to the box bottom, so I will say that. I don't have an empty box per se, or even a full box of 1988 Topps cards with a have Mike on the bottom. That'd be a cool thing to get if I had like an unopened box of 88 cards. And Mike was on the bottom. That'd be a cool little thing to keep on, hold on to. Today's random baseball item of the day is just a fun one. I have here just a simple card, 1991 Conlon collection card of a player for the New York Giants back in the 20s named Travis Jackson. I want to show off his career stats. You can see why he made it to the Hall of Fame. I think he made it to the Hall of Fame. If you read up on Hall of Fame history, you'll realize that there was a period in the 40s when Frankie Frisch retired and got involved in the Hall of Fame selection and started voting in all kinds of players that a lot of baseball historians found marginal at best. And he was convincing people to vote them in, and many of those were his former teammates. Travis Jackson, Ross Youngs, Jesse Haynes, Chick Haffey. I mean, a lot of players that Frankie Frisch played with who were quality baseball players, but started getting elected into the Hall of Fame under questionable, with questionable output. So I'll leave it to you to decide if that's true or not, but that's something I had heard in researching Hall of Fame history. But the reason I wanted to show off this particular one, Travis Jackson, my last name is Jackson, and my brother had a son that he named Travis. So my brother has a child named Travis Jackson. And I actually gave him a copy of this card after his son was born, kind of like a welcome to the world, child. Here's a Hall of Fame player named after you. Now, I'm not going to tell you my nephew's middle name, but it is not Calvin. So it wasn't exactly the same as Travis Jackson, the Hall of Fame baseball player. So. All right, this being President's Weekend, the trivia question continues under a presidential format. The prize today, another one of these oversized cards from Donruss. This is the 1984 Action All-Stars Donruss card of Nolan Ryan. Pretty cool. Everybody likes to have cool Nolan Ryan cards. So this is your prize. If you can guess the answer to this trivia question. On Monday, I asked who was the first president to even attend a Major League Baseball game while he was president. In this case, I want to ask who was the first president to throw out a ceremonial opening day pitch? Who was the first president to throw out a ceremonial opening day pitch to start the season? So email me the correct answer. Again, my email plus a repeat of the question are in the description below. You've got today and tomorrow to send in answers to that question, and you will be entered in the Sunday drawing to win that Nolan Ryan card in the background there, all right? All right, moving on. Today what I want to show off is I did a COMC purchase recently to try and finish up a lot of sets that have been lingering and didn't seem to be making any progress in trading, and I only needed like one or two more cards or something like that. So I bit the bullet and went to COMC and snagged them for like a couple pennies. So I have here two cards from the 2020 Topps Chrome Update set, the inserts. Jackie Robinson and Tony Gwynn, A Numbers Game. These are from the Chrome Update release, Topps Chrome Update. And these two were the last ones I needed to complete my set. And I'm going to put them in real quick. So I need card number 7 and card number 15. So going from the back, I'm going to find 15, slip Tony Gwynn in there, and then card number 7. Jackie Robinson goes right there. So now I have an entire set. And thumbing through real quick, you'll see these are the players. Pretty sure they're all Hall of Famers. And it just highlighted their uniform number. And it's a great looking set. I was a fan of, I'm not a fan of typically of shiny cards, like, oh, it's so shiny, I got to have it. But these, with the numbers and the Hall of Fame players, really did have a great look to them. You know, even more so than the regular version. There is a standard version that came out in the regular Topps flagship update set. But I think in this particular case, the shine on these cards does take it to another level. Those are the players. I am happy to have now the complete set of that, all 25 cards. I think I'll put this in an album somewhere because they're so awesome to look at. I want to put them in a box and put them in a corner somewhere. The other one I finished up finally is I picked up 3 cards from the 2021 Allen and Ginter Historic Hits subset. These are the 3 I still did not have. This is right up my alley because it's, you know, players who hit hits that were historical. Like, for example, Edgar Renteria, the October 26, 1997. If you know anything about baseball, you know Edgar Renteria hit the single that gave the Florida Marlins their first World Series victory in 1997. I think, I don't want to say the bases were loaded, but he laced a single right up the middle and scored, I believe, either Jeff Conine or Craig Counsell came home on his hit. Willie Mays, 1969, not sure what that one is. I think he made it to the 600 home run club, the first one since Ruth to make it to 600 home runs, it looks like. And Salvador Perez, September 30th in 2014. It looks like a home run, you know, I'll let you see it there. I don't know what that was, but, you know, history and baseball are very, you know, something I love. I love the history of baseball. So to see this, when this set came out, I was, you know, I'm not a big fan of Allen Ginter. I don't like all of the non-sports stuff that they throw in there. So I don't buy packs of Allen and Ginter typically. But I saw that this was a subset that was coming out. So I just added this to the trading card database and just on trades alone, put this set together from nothing. So there's 50 cards here. I'm going to flip real quick through it. I'm very upset that Joe Carter made the top of the list. I'm very upset about that because it was against my Phillies. Obviously, he had his historical hit. I'm not going to go through the backs. I'll let you guys all research it on your own. Ruth's October 1st one, that's got to be the called shot. You know, I'm just going to flip through. Carlton Fisk has got to be the wave fair kind of thing. I remember Jeter's home run. Hank Aaron was the 7-4-15. Obviously, Big Papi was one of the World Series ones. This is probably just Jackie Robinson, probably his first career hit. So there's a lot of different ones. I'm going to, again, just kind of thumb through. Ripkins, I would have thought Ripkins would be the one he hit on the day he passed Ruth, or passed Gehrig, but no. Boone's going to be the walk-off win in the ALCS. So Williams is going to be his final hit, which is a home run. Bazarowski's a given. Kirby Puckett, you all know. So again, a lot of historical hits, because obviously this is what the name of the thing. And since I'm such a nut for history, I'm going to put this in a nice album that I can look through it. I don't want to just, again, I just don't want to leave it in a case or a box somewhere in a drawer, because this has got this great historical stuff in the background. I'm going to be able to look at them once in a while. So there you go. Those two were little sets I picked up on the final cards I needed from COMC. So you heard the trivia question. Please consider entering that. Please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, all that jazz. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope to see you again on the next video, all right? Take care.